Now, thousands of Yazidis were kidnapped when the Islamic State took over northern Iraq a decade ago. While a significant number of them have returned, many still remain missing. In our next report, we bring you the ordeal of these victims, their stories of trauma, and an ongoing search for their families.
This is Khalid Talaw. He is a member of Iraq's Yazidi minority and a victim of the Islamic State's atrocities. Khalid has paid some $100,000 until now to free 10 of his family members from the Islamic State terrorists, and he is still fighting to get the rest out.
ISIS has kidnapped 19 individuals from my brother and sister's family. To date, 12 of them have been liberated, and those we liberated were in exchange for sums of money amounting to about $100,000. Each person was in exchange for a certain amount of money. Until now, there are 7 missing. According to our information, 2 of whom were killed as a result of a warplane strike.
In August 2014, the Islamic State swept over Mount Sinjar, the Kurdish-speaking minority's historic home in northern Iraq. Thousands were massacred. Children were enlisted in the terror group, while women were reduced to sexual slaves. The Islamic State considers the Yazidis, who follow a non-Muslim monotheistic faith, as heretics. A few years ago, when the Ilyas family was kidnapped by the terror group, Bahar was separated from her husband Jasim and their son Ahmed. Relatives paid intermediaries nearly $22,000 to secure the release of Bahar and her 3 sisters.
Those of us who were released here are sick and suffer from both health and psychological diseases, as we witness deaths, kidnapping, torture with irons, threats to shoot people in head, and slaughtering people.
Now living in a camp for displaced people near Sharia, the 40-year-old says she has her eyes glued to the road in the hope that her husband and son will return soon. Officials say nearly 6,500 Yazidis were kidnapped from Sinjar. More than half of them have been rescued from Iraq, Syria and Turkey until now, but nearly 2,900 remain missing.